All right. What's up, Aries? Welcome to your monthly reading for October of 2019. My name is Lace. Yes, I have a sore throat, and this is Lavender Sky Tarot. I'm going to be pulling messages for you, first of all, for each week. And we may get some overview cards or cards that extend a little bit more outside of those weeks. We will also be pulling financial cards for you towards the end, and I will allow you to ask questions as well, and I'll pull some cards in response to those questions, okay? First week of October, you're leaving something behind, something emotional. I'm seeing you really having a difficult time dealing with the idea that there was real connection, real feelings, a real genuine relationship here at one point, and now it's like really hard for you to look in the cup and see that it's empty. Okay, you have the Four of Pentacles in the upright, so I feel like this person may have been super clingy, super constricting, super controlling. Okay, and while that is sometimes appreciated early on in the relationship, it's like you saw that it extended far beyond that. Okay, you also have the Knight of Swords in the upright, which is telling me that this has been a intensive, dramatic exchange. This has been a lot of mental stress. This has been a lot of speaking without thinking, and so in terms of physical outer events, it's almost like you're just exhausted, you're just tapped out this week from this encounter, from this ending. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse coming into the second week of October, guys. And so, oh, I'm sorry, did I say Queen? It's King of Wands in reverse. And so you may be forced to make decisions without having all of the information that you would normally like. It's like you're being forced to make decisions prematurely or before you expected to make them. You have the Three of Cups in the upright, so this may concern an event, something you're traveling to, maybe something involving family. Okay, and you are genuinely excited for this event. It's not something fake, or but it's almost like you getting there is like a last minute thing. Okay, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse towards the end of the second week of October, and that is talking about in your physical reality there is someone who is very they put off a lot of energy about them being so productive, them having this, them having that. It's like if they're flashy, they're extra flashy this week, and maybe they're at this event and you intended to not see them, okay, and they are there. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You are seeing very clearly, how much struggle is in this person's life, even though that they may have a huge financial abundance financially. It's like they're miserable. They have the latest watch, the latest clothes, the latest car, but you can see that it's like backwards. You're like, I would rather be happy than have that amount. Okay, you have the Tower in the third week of October. This also happened to Cancer. So if you have any Cancer in your sign, I would definitely check that out. That also came in the third week of October for them. The Tower card in the upright is it's like someone loses their head. Not really like physically, but somebody goes off. Their temper gets the best of them. And I'm seeing this being very eye-opening. There may be 3 people involved. It may be a period of 3 days that this is being uncovered, or whatever, but it's like someone loses their temper, and in doing so they reveal something very, very secretive. They lost their temper and they're like, well, blah, and out comes this secret that's been there for 12 years, or it's something really, really that's a shock for sure. And you have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So this is definitely a fated event. This is something that needed to come out. It was written, so it's going to happen for you in your life at some point. And it's happening in this week specifically because there are some events coming up. Maybe we'll see, in the end of October, that this third week had to happen for the rest of the events to kind of fall into place, okay? You have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So when it comes to this secret, there are a lot of paths involved. I'm not sure what that means, if that means anything specific for you. There's a lot of roads involved. There's a lot of careful consideration that needs to be taken. I'm seeing a lot of red tape, okay? And so, for instance, if this was something that needed legal action, it's almost like it's been so long that legal action would be just red tape at this point and not necessarily fulfilling, okay? You have the Fool in the upright for the fourth week of October, okay? So you are very happy-go-lucky. This secret that came forth, it almost unfolds for you in like it's like getting a flower as a gift, getting something like a completely natural that's perfect for you as a gift, but it's like energetically in your attitude, you just have this amazing aura, this amazing energy around you, and it's like, I know that this exists, I know that these are problems, but mentally, emotionally, in my heart, in my spirit, I'm beyond this. I'm already past this. This is what I needed. This was the last puzzle piece. Boom, boom, there it is. I'm moving on, okay? You have the Magician in reverse, okay? So you may be, while you may have this attitude, of energy and radiance in your heart and in your spirit, your physical world is going to be needing to be worked on in this month, okay? You also have the Death card in the upright. So there is very much an ending here. Sorry, High Priestess just came out in the upright. There very much might be an ending here, a relationship, a financial ending as well, and it's something that you are ready to move on from. It's like almost though that you saw it coming when you were younger, okay? I'm seeing that when you were younger, you saw this coming, you saw this happening, and now that you're older and you're in a place where your own environment isn't affected as much, it's almost like you welcome this ending, okay? Because you're older now and you predicted in a way that this would happen. You have the priest, the High Priestess in the upright. So there may very well be some energetic and spiritual healing from this ending in your physical world. This may bring about a sense of solitude and like sovereignty in your mind. Like a peaceful period. Like if you were a king or queen and you had a kingdom, this would be a very peaceful period in your life that's coming in, okay? If your brain, if your mental status were a kingdom, it would be very peaceful. Everything would be prosperous. So your mind has really been, I'm feeling like when your skin is dry and you put lotion on, your mind has really been soothed by this ending. You have the Queen of Swords in the upright. Your decision making at this time is going to be on point. You are going to be completely realized, completely balanced, completely just and fair moving forward. It may involve some sort of transformation for you mentally. It's like this lotion, this relaxing, this refreshing feeling on your brain is doing a lot of favors for you when it comes to making decisions. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I'm seeing something almost completed. But you're seeing maybe, like, for instance, if you were having like a contract with a business and it's a part of a creative project, there may be some sort of downturn in that project this week or the ending of October. So you might be seeing some downturns in your statistics, in your data. Not sure what that means for you guys, but you may see some downturns in it. But that does not mean that it's not coming into completion for you. It may turn around, but I'm seeing this downturn coming very much back up for you, by the end of the project. You have the Five of Swords in the upright. So just be cautious of who's around you in this end of the month, okay? I'm seeing someone very smug and very content with themselves. When I said smug, sorry, I just instantly felt that you knew who it was. So if you know that smug person, stay away from them towards the end of October. You just don't need that energy. Your mind is soothed, your mind is refreshed, you're feeling very peaceful, very abundant, and their energy would only scorn and scoff and judge and etc. You get the point, right? I'm going to pull from my Psychic Tarot for you guys. I'm going to be asking, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, how is this month going to play out for you, okay? That's my question going into this deck. You guys have crown chakra, okay? So very much so intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you are in a place of earned stability. You earned this position, you earned this place, you earned this peace to make your decisions, okay? Very much earned, not given, not talented, not, born with it. Earned. You earned this, okay? You have the truth coming out in the upright. And I'm feeling like this balancing of the scales here with the third week in October and the Tower, it really gives you not only that clarity, but that it's like your imagination comes back to you because of this truth. And you have moving on, okay? So in October, your energy is very much going to be like, okay, noted, bye. Okay, so you're going to be moving on very quickly. Like I said, you welcomed this ending. You welcomed it. You saw it coming. So it's like, according to everyone else, you're supposed to be struggling with it more. But it's like, no, I saw this coming. I was prepared for it. Sorry that I don't need as much time as you think I do. You have recognition and reward. So this truth that comes out, it is very much about you feeling a return on something that you did previously, very much like a karmic thing. So if this situation that's in the Tower moment had been going on for many years, it's like you're finally being recognized that you did have an impact here and that you did the right thing, and that you're finally getting found out now. Like, it's finally coming true for you. Everyone sees the effort that you put in. You have Mother Mary, okay, coming out of my Archangel Gabriel deck. Sorry, I meant to call this out, but I just am moving quicker than my mouth right now. The Archangel Gabriel deck I'm looking into for physical, financial stuff, okay? You have the Mother Mary. The Blessed Mother is helping you with your divine life purpose, okay? So when it comes to financially, you may have impulses. You may have like, oh, I'm going to get off of the freeway right here, or oh, I'm going to buy this, or oh, I'm going to buy that. You may have impulses financially, and even when it comes to signing contracts and making financial decisions. It's like you have these impulses and they're leading you that direction, okay? You can trust that. You have vulnerability, okay? So listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. Okay, so there is a little bit of internal conflict when it comes to your physical, to your resources, to your finances. There is a little bit of, back and forth. And talking about that, approaching that, it feels very raw for you. It feels very vulnerable for you. And it's like, rather than talking about it, it's more that you need to talk to yourself about it. You need to open up in your mind these vulnerable feelings and find out where they're coming from, okay? And you have keep going, okay? So use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. So any disappointments, I'm feeling like that's coming from this downturn on your some sort of project that you're working on. For instance, if you were in marketing and your job was email marketing, and your data, like your open rates and all that stuff, went down in that week, it's almost like This is an encouragement to understand that this is a natural part of the process, and you should use that energy instead of focusing on how negative it is. Use it to fuel your next steps, okay? And you have success. Sorry. Congratulations, you did it. So just like I thought about that temporary downturn, right? It's like it finally comes through for you, and it's like it snuck up on you. It really did, even though you know, you were going about things in the best way you knew how. This thing totally shocked you. It totally caught you off guard, and you finally have a you know, a profit, an income, some sort of, you know, maybe a raise or a promotion, and it just comes in like out of nowhere. Okay, and you early on, you know, you're going with some pretty difficult ideas when it comes to your physical, your finances. You have some difficult ideas, okay, and some difficult mental conflict, and then finally you get the encouragement and the push to keep moving and keep going. And then at the end of the month, or you know, towards the 3rd, 4th weeks of October, you get the message that you finally got through, or you finally, you know, did it, and it just really sneaks up on you. I'm going to give you a few moments to ask a question. I'm pulling cards now to answer those. Any questions that you have about the reading, about your finances, about the Tower moment, etc. Okay, you guys have the 4 of water. Okay, so whatever situation it is that you're looking at and you're perceiving to be that Tower moment right now where you stand, it is you know that what it is, and it's almost a soothing, it's like what's coming through for me is like a calm down type of message. Calm down about this. Don't overreact to this. Take things slowly and carefully and methodically, okay? And it's almost like I said, lotion for your mind. It's kind of like relax, calm your mind down. You do not have to figure this out. It's going to flow very naturally, okay? You guys, wow, this so reminds me of the Temperance card. Okay, you have the 2 of fire. So there's a beautiful reflection in others for you. It's like you're seeing more synchronicities. You're seeing more of yourself in others lately. And if you asked a question and you wanted like a yes or no, this is kind of a maybe. Like, I hate to be really ambiguous, but it literally could go either way, okay? You have the 10 of water, okay? And for me, that's talking about your emotions right now really coming out of upheaval, coming to stable waters, coming into soothing and peaceful place, okay? And then you also look at that. Wow. So there's very much a balance coming to you. It's a meeting in the middle. It's a beautiful, you know, like how they say, when opportunity meets preparation or something like that. It's like you've been working here and this was already built, and then boom, it opens up into itself, okay? And this energy for you is very much about a solution, an equation. You know, 2 + 2 = 4. This is 4, right? This is very stable energy, and this is something that has been you've been trying to solve this for quite a while, okay? And it's finally looking like you've got the hang of it. You know what to do going forward. You're very focused. You're very direct, and you are able to move forward now like in flying colors, okay? Aries, that's your reading for the month of October. I'm Lace. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Check out my channel. You can see why it's called Lavender Sky Tarot. And I thank you again for spending time with me. I'll see you again soon.